And there's a lot to digest with this. There's some good news and some bad news. Let's start with the good news, and it involves Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White made the 53-man roster, which means he will not miss the first 4 games of the season on injured reserve. Brandon Beane told you on Saturday on Bills Kickoff Live that he has a lower leg injury. They're in wait-and-see mode on the severity of that. Apparently, it's good enough to where he will return. I don't know if it's week 1 per se. We'll find out more information on that probably tomorrow. But good news that Trey White will be available within the first 4 weeks of the season.
That's the good news. The bad news is the rookie cornerback, Max Hairston, dealing with that knee injury. He's going to start the season on IR. That means he's going to miss at least the first 4 games. I kind of expected this, though, because, look, they slow play these guys when they get dinged up. They're going to make sure he's physically and mentally ready when he is going to be out on the field. The darling of training camp and the preseason, Tyrell Shavers, he's on the roster.
So good to see that. When he scored that touchdown against on Saturday, the entire sideline came off to celebrate. And you can just imagine the energy that he brings. Good for him. And not just as a receiver, he also played a lot in special teams in that game as well. So clearly Sean McDermott loves what he brings to the roster.
Yeah, the teammates love him. I had a chance to talk to Khalil Shakir. Here is what he had to say.
I mean, he's a great dude. I mean, you know, his girl and mine, they're close as well, and they're just great people to be around. I mean, you talk about a vibe guy who's just, you know, goes with the flow, but also does everything the right way. You know, doesn't skip an inch. You know, he's always about his business, and when it's time to work, he works. You know, so somebody that just really puts his head down and does everything that he can to, you know, make that next big play, and obviously that showed this past weekend. So I'm proud of the dude, and I love the dude.
So Shavers is on the roster, but so is Elijah Moore and Curtis Samuel. The Bills go with 6 receivers. Any surprise there?
Not really. It was more contingent on Trey White and Max Harrison with the roster numbers. If one of the cornerbacks were able to be on the active roster, I think it was more than likely that they were going to keep 6 receivers.
Mitch Trubisky going to be Josh Allen's backup. No surprise there. Shane Buechele and Mike White both get released. I could see one or both of them ending up back on the practice squad. Any other names stick out of the releases or guys that made the team?
Buffalo Joe is back for another year. Joe Andreessen. Good to see him make the roster for the 2nd year in a row. I imagine he's going to be a big contributor on special teams this year.
For more on the roster, you can go to our website, WIVB.com. We are scheduled to hear from Bills GM Brandon Beane. That is coming up tomorrow afternoon. We'll be at One Bills Drive and have more. For Carl Jones, I'm Josh Reed. Let's send it back over to you.